So let's talk about how to pull all these ideas together into an estimating approach that works. The technique is called planning poker, and it's loosely based on the Delphi and wideband Delphi approaches that date back to the Rand Corporation in the 1940s. In planning poker, each estimator, which should be everybody on the team, is holding a set of cards that contain the numbers the team has agreed to use as their estimates. Normally this will be the modified Fibonacci sequence, but that's really up to the team. The product owner reads a product backlog item, usually a user story, to the team. The team and the product owner discuss the item. Team members ask questions. The product owner clarifies expectations. This can be as short as a few seconds, but it can take as long as needed. Once each team member has decided upon an estimate, they pull that card out of their hand, holding it so no one else can see it. When everyone has picked an estimate, the cards are revealed all at the same time. If everyone is holding up the same number, we're done. Write that number down as the estimate and move on. But if the numbers are different, we discuss it and then estimate again. Let's see an example. During the first round, our estimators hold up a 3, 8, a 2, and a 5. At this point, I really want to hear from the outliers. Why an 8? Why a 2? Anybody can talk, but in this case, I would really want to hear from Vadim and Ann. Vadim might say, well, I'm the tester on this project, and this is going to be really hard to test. I need to build a new test framework, and so on. Ann says, well, Vadim is right. My 2 is too low, I'm going to come up. But I've programmed this type of thing before, and it's not that hard. So I'm coming up, but not all the way to an 8. Anyone can talk at this point, but I especially want to hear from the outliers. After anyone who wants to has had a chance to talk, each team member again picks a number from the cards in their hands. And then all at once, the cards are revealed. This time, let's say we get 3 5s and an 8. At this point, I'd ask Chris with his 8 to give us an impassioned plea for why 8 is the right estimate. I was with a team a little while ago that had all 8s except for one 13. I asked the guy with the 13 why. Boom, boom, boom. He gave 3 good reasons why he thought it was a 13. And on the next round, everyone switched to agree with him. So notice this isn't a vote. We don't say that the majority rules and pick a 5. We keep going until we get to a consensus. The consensus may be a little false, but that's okay. Suppose we go another 2 or 3 rounds with Chris holding up an 8 while the rest of us have 5s. At that point, I'd probably ask Chris if he thinks we've heard his arguments, but that we just disagree. If he does think we've heard him, he will eventually fold and hold up a 5. I'm okay with Chris folding.